See, God's got a bigger purpose than me being president, or you having a successful business, or you being a millionaire, or you being a Hollywood star. Whatever it is that your goal was that got detoured, I know it was important to you. Believe me, some of my goals have been important to me. But here's what I know. The ultimate purpose for my life and yours is not to hold a particular position. It's not to have a certain amount of money. It's not to be known by a certain number of people, sell a number of books, or whatever it is that we endeavor to do. The ultimate purpose for our lives is to be a shining example of the person and the character and the integrity of the Lord Jesus Christ. And if God uses all the things in our lives for that purpose, it is good. What does that have to do with Kalamazoo Christian School? Everything. Where do you think students will come up believing that their plans have to be subjugated to God's? Where do you think young people will ever hear the message that their ultimate purpose for having their feet on this earth is not to be rich, successful, famous, but to be faithful? Where do you think that will ever come from? Hopefully from their parents, hopefully from their church. But if they're in church 2 hours a week and they barely see their parents an hour a day, but they're at school 6 hours a day, guess who wins the fight for their soul? But if they are in a Christian school environment where the things that mom and dad teach and where the pastor preaches, if those things are reinforced and undergirded rather than undermined every single day, you might just be able to build in the life of a young person, a person who lives his life as a young person for Christ, not having to wait till he gets to be 50 or 60 before it finally occurs to him what his purpose on earth is. This is why Christian education matters. It's why this school matters. I don't know what your son or your grandson's supposed to be. I don't know what your granddaughter or your granddaughter is supposed to be. But I know that whatever it is, it will happen as God takes even the detours of our lives to get us to places we didn't want to go, to see things we didn't really want to see, to go slower than we ever wanted to go, but to ultimately mold us into the character of the Lord Jesus Christ. You want to know how we're going to save America? It's not by electing of a particular person. I get real involved in politics. I think it's important. But ultimately, revival is not going to happen by changing Hollywood or Washington or the entertainment and financial world in New York. It's going to happen when individuals come to falling on their knees before God and repenting of sin and saying, God, here am I. Send me. And the likelihood that a student is going to have that apart from all of the influences in life, including a Christian education, is falling by the wayside every single day. I just want to say to you tonight, thank you for the investment you've made in Kalamazoo Christian Schools.